And we're back to normal.
Ready? Oh, hi everyone. It's Lauren from Hot for Food. Welcome back. It's 2018. And are you ready for another year of Hot for Food? Yes, you are. All right, I am back from vacay. Thanks for being patient, and I'm ready to cook for you. Today, we are gonna make a vegan pad thai. Oh yeah, it's better than takeout, trust me. Takeout usually sucks. You think it's like convenient and easy and you're like, yay, I'm getting takeout, and then it takes so long. And then when it gets there, it's all congealed. Often like when it's a noodle dish, it's not like fresh and you gotta reheat it anyway. So you might as well just make it from scratch. It's not complicated. We're gonna make our own homemade sauce. We're gonna saute the veg, toss it with some rice noodles, and it's gonna be delicious. So to start, we're gonna cube a brick of tofu, and then I will show you how to make my sauce. Just make sure they're all uniform in size. That looks good. So we're gonna fry the tofu in just a second in the pan, but we're gonna make this sauce. And pad thai sauce is supposed to be made with tamarind paste. That's kind of the traditional, where the sweetness comes from. But usually like crappy pad thai takeout has like tomato paste or ketchup and lots of sugar, and it's too red. It should actually be more brown looking, the sauce. And so you may or may not be able to find tamarind paste. If you can find tamarind paste, you can use that. But I'm gonna show you this version using medjool dates. Now this is a pantry staple. It has a very similar texture and taste and sweetness to tamarind because it's not overly sweet, and it's obviously coming from more of a fruit sweetness or a fruit sugar. So it's subtle, it's brown, and then when we combine it with all the other flavors and spices, it's very strong and nice and lovely. So use dates or use tamarind, but I think you're probably more likely gonna be able to find dates. So pit them and soak them in some water just to get them soft, and then we will drain the water and add this to a blender. And then add some fresh water. You're gonna add vegan oyster sauce. This is mushroom based. Rice wine vinegar. We're gonna add soy sauce, or you can use tamari, whatever you have. We're gonna add lime juice. We're gonna add miso paste. Add some sesame oil. So I keep this a mild to a medium spice level, but you can do whatever you want. And there's a few ways of adjusting the spice level. So you can use sriracha. It's easy, convenient. You probably already have it on hand. So I blend in 2 teaspoons to the sauce, and then I adjust more later, and I toss more hot sauce into the noodles if it's not spicy enough. Or if you'd rather be a little bit more authentic, you can use a red Thai chili. So take the stem off. I start with 1 pepper and blend that into the sauce instead, and then you can taste it and adjust it to your liking by adding another half or a whole second pepper if you like. Depends how hot you want it. So just start with less and then add more and build from there, because you don't want it to be too hot because you can't reduce that after. Now blend this up until it's really smooth and you don't see any remnants of dates. We're gonna cook everything in one pan. We're gonna do the tofu first. So take some coconut oil, or you can use vegetable oil, add it to this pan and get it nice and hot. Coat the whole bottom so that your tofu doesn't stick. This is a really big frying pan that I have. Okay, so the key is to do the tofu separate so you can get it nice and crispy. So you're on a medium-high heat here, and you just don't want to touch them. So once they're on this first side, let them get nice and crispy and golden, and then individually flip all the pieces. So it's just about being patient here. So this is what you're looking for after a few minutes. It's nice and golden, and you'll start to see that the edge there is a different color, so that now it's ready to flip. So your tofu won't stick if you let it cook long enough. Once it's fully fried and crispy on the bottom, they'll flip very easily with a spatula. Oftentimes when people, say like, oh, it all stuck to the pan or whatever, it's because you're being impatient and you're not letting stuff cook long enough. Or your pan's not hot enough, especially for frying. So because we want these to look nice and golden on every side, you're just gonna individually go in and sort of flip each piece. You can use your hands too. Okay, so once all the sides are nice and golden like this, just give them a quick toss. And then you're gonna take about a 1/4 cup of the sauce, and toss the tofu in it. It's gonna get nice and caramelized. So let these fry for another few minutes and you'll notice they get nice and dark, and then we'll take them out of the pan and set them aside to finish the rest of the pad thai. So your pan is still hot. You can add a little bit more oil to the pan because now we're gonna saute the veg. Now we're gonna saute onion and celery and carrot. So you're gonna cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's softer, and then add garlic and cook that for about 2 minutes. Now you're gonna add in broccoli and lots of bean sprouts. So once the broccoli and bean sprouts are about half cooked, you're gonna toss the veg in half of the sauce and cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. So the great thing about making your own pad thai at home is you can add whatever veg you like, and you can add more, because usually when you order from a restaurant, they really skimp on the broccoli. There's like 2 broccoli florets in the whole thing. So I add lots of veg in ratio to the noodles. Now my noodles are already cooked and I've tossed them in a little bit of sesame oil just so that they don't stick. That's how rice noodles work best, I find. So now we can add in the noodles and the tofu and just give it a quick toss. So we've got it all tossed, it's almost ready to serve. I like to top it with crushed peanuts, green onion, cilantro, but I also incorporate some green onion and cilantro into this. So just before you take it off the stove and plate it, do some green onion in there, some cilantro. Here's where you can adjust the spice. So if you want to add sriracha right now or any salt to taste. I'm adding a little bit of salt. It's already a bit salty from the soy sauce in the sauce, but just a little bit. And give this a toss, and now we're ready to plate. Oh baby, I've never been served pad thai like that in any restaurant. There it is, vegan pad thai, super flavorful, fresh, full of vegetables. Now you can leave out the cilantro if you hate cilantro, but you're crazy. Okay, I'm gonna dig in. I'm real hungry. I mean, I don't really even want to touch this nice display one, but let's try. It's gonna be messy, oh yes. It's not soggy like the takeout. Everything's cooked perfectly. Yes! And it's a nice mild to medium spice for me. I could go a little more. All right, so this recipe is fully listed out on the blog, hotforfoodblog.com. The link is below in the description. Also, you know I've been doing Vegan It with Chatelaine Magazine on their YouTube channel. And this week I did an episode about chocolate cake. How to vegan chocolate cake. Go check it out. I've linked it below. Go watch and go subscribe to their YouTube channel as well. And we are going to be doing more episodes of Vegan It next month, so stay tuned for that. Also, you pre-ordered my cookbook. We're getting close, under 2 months till release, February 27th. Vegan Comfort Classics, 101 recipes to feed your face. That is what it's called. Go pre-order it now. I've linked everything below. Claim your free ebook. It is an ebook of bonus content that got cut from the cookbook. So new recipes that won't be available anywhere else. You can get that right now. If you've pre-ordered the book, go claim your ebook by filling out the form that I've linked below, and you can get a direct download and start cooking and getting stoked for my cookbook. Holy crap, it's crazy. 2018 is gonna be fantastic. I'm so glad you're back, you're here. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe, there's a little button right there in the corner. I'm here every Wednesday cooking up vegan love, making vegan comfort food and eating, because that's what I love to do. So I'll see y'all next week with a brand new recipe. Gonna try to keep things light and fresh for the month of January. This is light and fresh. I don't think this is bad for us. This is good. And it's still comforting. See ya.